Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to Game 3 in a series between FXO's Lowely and AT's Sage here on Entombed Valley. Game 2, a macro battle to its fullest, lasting a full 47 game minutes, 33 real life minutes, as my voice starts to die since I don't have a co-caster. Lowly spawning as the blue Zerg on the top left-hand side of the map, Sage spawning as the red Protoss on the bottom right-hand side of the map, and we'll see if this game turns into a recreation of Game 1 or Game 2. Now, Entombed Valley, one of those maps where there is a fair amount of room right here for Protoss players to really play with. I've seen Sase and Naniwa do some really interesting positioning with force fields where a Protoss player tries to bust in and simply falls flat. Now, so far, Lowly hasn't tipped his hand into what's going on yet. Either has Sage, but I do believe Sage will be going for either a Forge first or a Nexus first. I think it is going to be a Forge first, since he really doesn't want to get caught off guard by Lowly's quick spawning pools. This is going to be a pool extractor being built near simultaneously. And if Lowly is trying to do some sort of early pressure, we need to see that Nexus come in for it to be successful. And it looks like Sage is instead going for that faster Forge. A quick Forge should be a really smart decision by Sage now, as he should be able to fend off against any early attacks except for Banelings, since Banelings, even if you kill them, if they're too close, they still deal that very impressive 80 damage to buildings, and I believe is it 35 damage to light units? I believe it is 35 damage to light units. Then again, it's not as scary when it goes up, when you say 35 damage to light units, when Zealots have 150 hit points. Now, Probe still wandering around here. We should be seeing a photon cannon relatively soon. Yes, it is going to be a photon cannon first, after the Probe scouted that there was not a hatchery. So based upon the timing, Sage knew that, hey, there's no hatchery here. That means that there's most likely an earlier spawning pool. And with that, I need a much faster... I need a much faster photon cannon. Now, where are these probes going to be going? That is the key question now, as the Zerglings could be running up here any moment, and it's going to be up to Sage to really establish off a wall that is very difficult for those Zerglings to get by. Alright, here we go. Zerglings going to try to test that front door. Do they spot the photon cannon? Yes, they do. And now going to sit right there. One shot there, and those Zerglings will be forced to retreat. Sage sitting on 18 probes versus 14 drones. More and more Zerglings still being added here. And this is starting to look very problematic for Sage. With only one photon cannon, will he be able to actually fend off against all of those Zerglings and Banelings? Zerglings now looking to make their way in, and with only one photon cannon, those Banelings are going to cause absolute nightmares. This one probe trying to bait those Zerglings, and I believe, yes, we will be going into a lot of Banelings here. 6 Banelings. 6 times 8 is 480, the magic number that you need in order to destroy this pylon. Now the gateway needs to get up ahead of 400 hit points as well, and will it be able to do that in time? It looks like it will be able to do that. It looks as though, yes, we are going to be going into more and more, and now goes down more buildings. That one photon cannon really working overtime. Are we going to see another building here? That is the question. And a beautiful placement, not utilizing force fields, but just utilizing Sim City in order to really fend off this attack. All right, here we go, Zerglings. And now a sentry is out, and the timing was absolutely perfect, as Sage was able to fend off this attack somehow, and now gets in another gateway and another pylon, as a second sentry is coming into play. 22 probes versus 14 drones, and Sage somehow plays enough Sim City here to come out ahead. Banelings trying to bust their way through. They will be able to do so again, canceling the building and then trying to re-establish it. A new photon cannon, and there is the GG by Lowly. as Lowely realizes that his one base all in not effective enough. One base all in coming in from Zerg. Perhaps Lowely wanted a fast and easy game after that long drawn out battle in game 2. Stay tuned for game 4 in the series between Sage and Lowely.